What's up guys, this is Ronnie. Welcome back to our channel Total Technology. This is tutorial 30 and today's topic will be row and column background. So till now whatever we have seen, like we use the background argument to put any background color inside our table, but now we'll see there are two more arguments are available. One is called row backgrounds, one is called column background, and it will give you some sort of like alternative color for your table, so it looks nice and more UI friendly. So suppose you are going to generate or display some sort of report or PDF report inside your web UI, then definitely this sort of things are going to be used for your case, and definitely it will help you to like produce more eye-catching and what do you say, like impressive or like attractive dashboards. Okay, so how to create table with row background color. So let me quickly go to the IDE. Okay, so from REPORTLAB dot PLATYPUS, then paragraph, then simple doc template, then table and the table style. Okay, next thing from REPORTLAB dot leave import colors. Okay, and I think this is done. Then we'll create one PDF document object. So PDF equals to simple doc template. We'll give it tutorial 30 because our tutorial is 30, just because that, to make the convention like similar. And then we'll create one flowable object this, and after that we'll create the data, and let's say our data is going to be like 1 2 3 4 5. Like this. Done. Now we create T is table with data. Okay, and in the last video we have seen how to use column width and row width. So it's column width, and definitely it is going to be like let's say 40. Yes, I think 40 is fine. For I in range 1 to 6. Okay, and now row heights, is again definitely is going to be, I believe row is also, let's say 40, and for I in range 1 to 4, just because we have 3 rows. Okay, so this is our data. So now what I'll do, I'll just create some style. Table style, and we'll give first one grid. Only we'll use grid. It will start from 0 0 and it will end with the last row, so -1 -1, and we'll use 1 as a width of the line, and with colors dot black. Okay, so T dot set style is going to be T style. Now we'll append this table to the flowable object. Okay, and we'll create the document, final document. Now pdf.build is going to be flow object. Okay, now let's run this thing. So we'll get 5 column 3 rows table and with this black grid. Okay, will grid one, two, three. Okay, actually I forgot to put this thing here. This is not going to be like this. Actually this and inside that this is going to be like this. And here, actually here. Okay, so let's run this thing. Why this is saying flow object? Okay, I forgot to put append. Okay, so done. So let's refresh this thing now. It's here actually. Okay, so why the last line cancel? Okay, actually I forgot to use -1 here. So this is our thing. Okay, so now we'll use as I told you here, we'll use two thing, row background and column background. So first thing is that row background color. Okay, so what I'll do now, let's take a copy paste of this thing. Well, row backgrounds, and we can use alternate color. So I will prefer to use, let's say, and it will be in the form of list actually, colors dot black, colors dot red, colors dot blue. So that's it. Let's run this thing now. Okay, let's run this thing. Okay, I forgot to close this tag. Okay, too many values to unpack. I'm not sure why too many values it is saying. Okay, error is, it is saying in this line we got error, row backgrounds. Okay. Row backgrounds. Okay, so for background color we don't need size actually, so it happens. I'm sorry for that. So it's done. Now if you open this thing, so there will be alternate color for 3 rows. So first one is black, as we did, see, black. Next one is red, and last one is blue. Now the thing is that for the grid we use this color. Probably we can use some other color for grid. So we can use red for grid, and we can make it a bit thick, and here we can change it to yellow. Probably now it looks more nicer. See, now it looks nice. Okay, so we have seen how to use alternate row background color, and you can pass all those color in the form of a list. Okay, so I'll just take a copy paste of this thing and put it here. Okay, and this, and I will change this thing. And now what I'll do, how to create table with column background color. Okay, so what is going to happen now, how to create table column background color. Okay, I'm just thinking, yes, so it is there. So now only one thing we need to change, call backgrounds. Okay, so now what will happen, we have total 5 things, so these things are going to be alternate. See, the same thing is going to happen, but it will be going to happen column wise. Okay, see, black, yellow, blue, and after that it is going to be repeat, right? Again black, yellow, like this. So This is very simple thing. I hope you guys enjoyed the series. But now the funny part. So actually the thing is that I got some question or some sort of use case that someone is asking me, can you create one nice looking chessboard? See, like if I let me open this thing, so can you create some nice looking chessboard kind of a design? So I'm not sure when, but I got this thing. I did this tutorial probably 6 months ago with some of the organization. I could not disclose the name, and they asked me that could you please create this nice looking chessboard. So that could be one use case. So let me try to do this thing. So I will try to do this thing. Okay, so so 6 7 8 6 7 8 6 7 8. Even guys, one thing, you can use numpy array as well for your data, so that is also fine. Okay, this and probably not, we don't need this thing. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So I think all of you are familiar of chessboard. Chessboard is having 8 by 8 matrix or 8 row 8 columns, so there will be total 64 blocks. So we are going to do the same thing. So it is going to be 9, and this is going to be as well 9. And just forget about the color things now. For the time being, just use colors black and white. Probably there will be only 2 colors in chessboard. So okay, so now let's run this thing, see how it goes. So this is chessboard 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 64. But what I'll do, I'll just increase this thing a bit, 50, and this side as well 50. So now it looks bigger, nicer. Yes, so now we need to just black white. This part is fine. Now we need to change this thing. So I'm just thinking how to do this thing. So 0 0, and then probably -1 and -8. No, let's keep it like this. So 0 0 -1 and -8. So let's run this thing first. So 0 1 0 1 0 1, it's created. -8 means this row, -1 -2 -3 -4 -5 -6 -7 -8. So from the end, if you calculate the list, you have to use minus notation, right? So this is our -1th row, this is -2th row. So we are just only considering the first row. So from this side it will be -8. So now it is black means it will be white. So next thing will be same actually, comma, and we need to just take a copy of this thing and we'll put it white here and we'll put black here, and this will be -7, and it will start from the first column, so it will be 0 1. Okay, so let's run this thing. See, it looks nice. Okay, so we'll do it continuously. We can do it easily using looping and all, so I'm not gonna do those things at this moment, which is not mandatory thing. I believe all of you guys are familiar with what do you say, the looping and all. So this time it will be -6, and this will be 2, and here it will be 3, and here it will be 7 8 6 5. So black white black white. So now let's run this thing. So it looks nice. Okay, till now everything is fine. So now what I'll do, I'll just take a copy paste of this thing again. Okay, and we'll use this thing. The 4th thing is done, so I think this is okay. So that's it. So let's run this thing now. Run. Okay, I forgot to use this thing, so this is going to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and here it will be -4, -3, -2, and -1. So that's it. So let's run this thing now. Okay, so this is our chessboard. So guys, don't take it lightly. You can do many things with this. You can take a printout and start playing chess immediately. So I'm just joking. So this is how it is. So well, just jokes apart, so this is how we can create nice looking design or dashboard using like PDF, REPORTLAB library, and table structure. Okay, so let me just quickly take a copy of this thing, and how to create chessboard pattern. And okay, so this looks nice, everything is done. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial, especially the last part is quite interesting and funny. So I just give you guys one nice example or use case. Probably you guys could find many other use cases. You need to just send me the email. I definitely try to include all those tutorials, because the tutorials are now enough, already 30 tutorials. So I need to do some use cases now. One use cases I already told you I'll be going to cover in the 31st tutorial, which is the next tutorial, that how to create PDF table using CSV CSV file. Like in the CSV file you have some data like comma separated file, and how you would like to create if you would like to create the same data in the form of PDF table, how to do that. So I'll definitely teach you. So that is going to be one use case and one of the most important use case. But if you have some other use case, you can reach me out, send me, I will try to incorporate. So that's all guys, that's all for today. Hope to see in the next video. But before ending this video, guys, please subscribe to our channel, hit the like button so that you should not miss any notification. If you enjoy our video, if you have some doubt, suggestion, question, you can write me in the comment box. And those are watching our channel or our tutorial from the Udemy, guys, special thanks to you. I hope the 2020 will be more exciting for both of us. Like from my side will be many more tutorials, and from your side I'll definitely love to give you some more interesting content, so that it will help you to grow in the form of as a better programmer or better working professional. So that's it guys, hope to see in the next video. Till then, take care, goodbye, and have a nice day.